Good morning, Broncos. It's Thursday, March 7th, 2024, regular schedule, and the virtual assembly for the Rose Festival candidates. I'm Emma.
And I'm Annalie, and I'll take your news. Have you ever tried street corn? Buy some from the Park Rose softball team. All sales support the team. Congrats to Unified Basketball for making it to the state semifinals this Friday at McMinnville High School. Way to represent Park Rose. Do you know how to renew your Hot Pass?
Hey Broncos, I'm gonna teach you how to renew your Hot Pass. Follow me. Alright, so now that we're in the office, we're gonna go over here to the notepad. You see this? You see this? You see this? Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need to specify new or like it's lost. If it's lost, $10. Reminder, it's $10 if you lose your Hot Pass. Anyways, yeah, if you need a renew or new, or if you lost your Hot Pass, $10. Yeah. And also Broncos, this is a Hot Pass. If you lose it, reminder, $10. I'm just telling you, it's $10, man. Oh, yeah, here you go, Broncos.
Well, now you know how to renew your Hot Pass.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. And I'll take the rest of your news. Did you know it's Classified Appreciation Week? Make sure to compliment your support staff, lunch workers, security, educational assistants, and our custodial staff today. The Spring Blood Drive is on April 18th in the L region. Sign up with Mr. Hume or a student representative. You must be at least 16 years old or older to donate blood. And now it's time for your daily dose of Bronco trivia.
Let's see what we have for today. What food was smuggled into space? Grilled cheese sandwich, corned beef sandwich, a hot dog, or a salami sandwich?
Let's see what the answer is.
And the answer is a corned beef sandwich.
And just a reminder, Broncos, that the Rose Festival Princess Virtual Assembly is right after this. You guys will be able to vote right after the video is done. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome, Park Rose Broncos, to our 2024 Rose Festival Assembly. Today, you are going to hear from 4 talented individuals who are committed to representing Park Rose High School on the 2024 Rose Festival court. Now, I would like to turn it over to our 2 MCs, Jazzy and Christian.
Good morning, my name is Christian Scott.
I'm Jazzy Davis. Welcome to our 2024 Rose Festival Virtual Assembly. In December, interested junior and senior girls submitted a scholarship application to the Portland Rose Festival Foundation. The scholarship criteria included completing at least 20 hours of community service and holding a GPA of 3.0 or higher. On Sunday, February 4th, the candidates completed judging, including a 3-minute speech reflecting this year's theme, Dream Forward. Our candidates have spent many hours in preparation to get to this point. Please listen closely to their presentation and show Bronco respect.
Please welcome Princess Candidate number 1, Tiana Butler-Jackson. Tiana is a senior here at Park Rose. Tiana is planning to attend a historically black college and earn a bachelor's degree in digital media arts and mass media arts. Throughout her high school experience, she has participated in various school activities such as Black Student Union, AVID, Elevate Oregon. In addition to those, she is also an active representative of the UNCF Portfolio Project. Her favorite Rose Festival activity is getting to know the other girls and creating new bonds. Tiana, how do you envision the Rose Festival in 20 years into the future?
Good question, Christian. When asked this question, how do I envision Rose Festival 20 years into the future? I immediately felt challenged because as a teenager, it is difficult to manage daily activities, let alone thinking ahead into the future. However, when you think ahead into the future, that means you have hope. And having hope can lead you to various opportunities, such as the Rose Festival court. As a Black individual living in the Pacific Northwest, I oftentimes find it difficult to be globally minded and connected to my African roots. Since COVID, we have been exposed to a more virtual society, which allows us to bring all types of opportunities to us. On a more personal note, Having been an African American student who has never been taught by an African American teacher or educator, I ask that Rose Festival acts as an agent in change in ensuring that all students K through 12 have a more educational and a more diverse experience. Thank you.
Tiana will now choose an impromptu question.
Tiana, if you were asked by an 8th grader, why should I attend Park Rose High School, what would you answer?
My honest answer, I'd say do it for the academics and not the people. My reason being, Park Rose is a great opportunity for community and opportunities. But when it comes to academics, we are a college-ready school. We are eager to get people to where they need to go, no matter if it's an HBCU, no matter if it's a PWI. We want you to get there and we want you to succeed. You can come here for the people and make amazing bonds, such as the rest of these ladies, but come here for your education. Go to school, y'all. Go to school.
Thank you, Tiana.
Thank you.
Please welcome Princess Candidate number 2, Angie Interian Sandoval. Angie is a senior this year. Angie plans to attend the University of Oregon to study criminology with a minor in journalism. She is a part of Mock Trial, co-founder of the Newspaper Club, PWA Youth Action Council, Youth Impact Council, Youth Voice Journalist for the Oregonian, Speech and Debate Club, varsity captain for the softball team, Avid, Poetry Club, and Latino Network. She enjoys reading, working out, community service, playing softball, and spending time with the loved ones. Her favorite Rose Festival activities are the waterfront city fairs and the Grand Floral Parade. Angie, how do you envision the Rose Festival in 20 years into the future?
In 20 years, I'll be 37, married hopefully, financially stable, relatively happy, and pursuing the dream jobs I've had since I was a little girl. In 20 years, whilst extremely grateful to be a part of the Park Rose community, one in which we flourish in inclusivity, I'll be somewhere new and fresh. In 20 years, I envision myself taking a stroll through Shaver Street, a street I've taken over 1 million times, and take a glance at the school I once attended, a place that facilitated my passions and helped me grow as a student. In 20 years, I envision Portland's environmental justice leaders rising and leaving a permanent fingerprint for future generations, where Portland traditions like the Rose Festival will be environmentally sustainable, and where a community will feel more in touch with the world around us than before. Growing up, taking trips downtown, you see the same 5 things. Portland citizens with immaculate fashion sense, homey restaurants, cute thrift stores, the unfortunate drug problem our city faces, and as we all know, the unfortunate amount of people living in the streets homeless. 20 years into the future, I see a change. I see youth activists who will use platforms like these for the greater good, serving communities for future and present generations. I see Portland's environmental justice leaders impacting our communities, and you will see generations of diversity within our communities. You'll see a fight for higher education and student voices being heard. In the parades, you'll see love, appreciation, diversity for every culture, lifestyle, and tradition our city has to offer. And to celebrate our floral heritage, you'll be able to walk the streets of downtown and be proud of the amount of improvement our city has done to create a safer, cleaner, and most importantly, our love and appreciation for Portland traditions. To wrap this up, I love dad jokes, so I'll give you a short one. How did the flower pass his driver's test? It rose to the occasion. Broncos in 2024 and 2044, I envision us rising up to the occasion. We will unite as a community and directly impact our Rose Festival. Thank you.
Angie will now answer an impromptu question.
Angie, what time period would you like to visit and why?
I would like to visit the time where my ancestors were at their peak, the Mayans. I grew up learning a lot about them, and growing up going to Mexico almost every single year, I feel more in touch with my people more than before. But I think living in that time place and not knowing exactly where these people ended up, they just disappeared out of nowhere. I would love to be able to really connect with them on that type of level.
Thank you, Angie.
Please welcome Princess Candidate number 3, Jacqueline No. Jacqueline is a current junior here at Park Rose. Jacqueline plans to attend the University of Washington and study computer science. She participates in cheerleading, tennis, Student Health Action Council, Asian Youth Society, mock trial, National Honor Society, and AVID. She enjoys finding hidden gems with good food. Her favorite Rose Festival activity is the Starlight Parade.
Jackie, how do you envision the Rose Festival 20 years into the future?
When I first heard this question, I wasn't sure how to react. I cannot time travel, nor can I predict the events that may lie ahead. Nevertheless, one thing remains certain. The Rose Festival will always and forever celebrate tradition and unity. There are approximately 100 billion stars in our Milky Way galaxy, a number so inconceivably large in comparison to the 8 billion people that reside on Earth. Yet, the death of a singular star leaves an explosion so bright that it outshines an entire galaxy for just a brief moment. The topic of death is taboo, one that leaves an audience with an enigmatic sense of loss in their stomach. Even so, I intend to redefine this taboo and give new meaning to the end of life. The brilliance of a supernova in its final act signifies not only an end, but rather a beautiful transformation. Every life, like every celestial explosion, contributes to the vast and intricate narrative of humanity. In 2044, the Portland Rose Festival will foster countless talented young women who will all leave their legacy behind. The Starlight Parade will ignite joy in all kids that are around, lighting up the streets of downtown Portland with radiance and curiosity. In 20 years, the Portland Rose Festival will continue to become a catalyst for the beginning of many supernovas. Not as the death of tradition, but rather the unification of the community. And it is only my hope that I too can contribute to this. In 20 years, I will be 36 and making my own destiny. Thank you.
Jackie will now answer an impromptu question.
Jackie, if you were given $100,000, what would you do?
First of all, I would pay off all of my athletic fees that I've gathered at this school. It is quite a lot, and I do end up spending about like $600 each year, but I hope that I can do something to change in the future for all the students at Park Rose, that they won't have to bear this burden, and that they won't have to break the piggy bank every single time they want to play a single sport.
Thank you, Jackie.
Please welcome Princess Candidate number 4, Celeste Rose Martinez. Celeste is a senior here at Park Rose. Celeste plans to attend Portland State University and get a bachelor's in International Relation Affairs. She will then transfer to Lewis & Clark to pursue immigration law. She participates in school activities such as Link Crew, AVID, Mock Trial, National Honor Society, Latino Network, Service Club, Outdoor School, and Get Schooled Ambassador. She also enjoys volunteering outside of school at Friends of Trees. Her favorite Rose Festival activity is the Grand Floor Parade. Celeste, how do you envision the Rose Festival in 20 years into the future?
Community for me started at home. My family was the first community I ever knew. Growing up working with my immigrant dad in the heart of downtown as a janitor in Fox Tower was moving. We would collect blankets, sweaters, and food to help people who did not have that at night that have been affected by the Portland housing crisis. This immediately imprinted a new meaning of community to me. Community was the city, and the city was home. For this, I grew up loving to take care of our beautiful home, the City of Roses. This city soon became the family I had to take care of. After we'd finished our night shift, I wouldn't just wake up to the sunrise on Broadway Street, but to see the big setup of the parade later in the day. To me, this means taking care of the environment around us so we can preserve the beauty of our city so our future can love and appreciate it as much as we do. I have taken my steps to do my part, from talking to senators about stopping a pollutant warehouse being built in my low-income neighborhood where the old Kmart once stood, to participating in outdoor schools so we can teach young ones the importance of conserving our environment, to planting trees in the Portland metro area so we can preserve the green-rich areas everyone admires so much about the Pacific Northwest, and especially volunteering at my school's clothing pantry so we can make use of the clothes that won't be going into landfills. With all my heart in doing all this, I'm making sure that our multi-generational student athletes in the Parkrose neighborhood will have access to pure air for future generations to come, in addition to supporting Portland's sustainable practices. So when you ask me, how do I envision the Rose Festival in 20 years? I could give you two answers. The first one could be negative. Some in our generation might think the city will be too polluted and the flowers won't bloom enough to have the Rose Festival. But I like to think of a positive future, where our city will continue having these beautiful historic events that showcase one of the most breathtaking things you could ever see. To give hope to those who need it and to demonstrate to others that volunteering is a possibility, I seek to take a part of the volunteer opportunities the Rose Festival has to offer. Now I'd like to share a quote from one of my favorite princesses. Mulan once said, "The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of them all." Just like the people, diversity makes us stronger. Being able to represent Park Rose in such a role thrills me immensely. In 2 decades, I envision the Rose Festival will be more grand than it already is, embracing a commitment to environmental responsibility, diversity, and unity, and demonstrating that our city is not only known for its beautiful roses, but for the blends of cultures that makes us stronger together. Our beloved Grand Farewell Parade will be a dazzling display of solar-powered floats adorned with flowers sourced from local organic gardens, symbolizing our dedication for a greener tomorrow. The Rose Festival will not just endure it will thrive, embracing diversity as its strength and celebrating the voices and talents of individuals from all walks of life, contributing to an environment where diversity is acknowledged and celebrated. Thank you, and I would be more than honored to represent every single one of you as your 2024 Rose Festival Princess.
Celeste will now choose an impromptu question.
Celeste, who is your favorite artist and why?
Ooh, I would definitely say Selena Quintanilla. I absolutely love her music and her vibrant personality, and she was a Latina artist in the music industry. And just her being a Mexican American herself and inspiring others to embrace their diversity and inspiring me myself, I feel like that's really impactful.
Thank you, Celeste.
On behalf of the court, we would like to thank last year's princess, Jolyn Ta, for her support, Mr. Metz and the stage crew, and Mr. Goodlet and the video crew. Without their assistance, today's virtual assembly would not be possible. In just a minute, you, the student body, will be voting for 1 out of 4 candidates: Tayana, Angie, Jacqueline, or Celeste. Candidate 1, Tayana Butler. Candidate 2, Angie and Tyrion. Candidate 3, Jacqueline, no. Candidate 4, Celeste Ruiz Martinez.
Student body, your judgment today is based on character, presence, and communication. The candidate you select will receive a $3,500 college scholarship and will represent Park Rose to serve the city of Portland and possibly the Queen of Rosarilla for the year 2024. You will be able to vote only once via your Park Rose email address. Please remember that when you cast your vote today that this is not a popularity contest. Please give careful consideration to your vote.
The Rose Festival judges' scores will be combined with your vote to select our princess. On Friday, March 15th, our 2023 princess, Jolyn Ta, will crown our 38th Park Rose princess. The crowning will happen in a live assembly in the theater at the end of the day, and the result will be shared over the intercom. In addition, a video will go out over social media. Please take this time now to log into your Park Rose email and cast your vote.